Well, hello everyone. Today I want to talk to you about this stuff. Let me get some of this over here. So, good old water. I'm sure we all know we get through quite a lot of this because we're forever diluting various substances, including paint, etc. I buy this deionized water from my local health foods in I think it's in massive bottles of sort of 5 litres, and I just sort of decant it into this guy, and this sits under my bench when I need some more water. Now, I had a massive accident the other day. I think I was trying to pour some of this out and it literally went everywhere. It flooded my bench, off the table here, onto the floor. Absolute disaster, because I just lost control of this huge bottle. Tried a few smaller bottles as well, but again, I kind of didn't really want lots of bottles sort of cluttering up the place in my workspace. Now, I'm a bit of a sucker for any kind of gadget, and I wondered if there was something I could get hold of to help me with my water. What can we call it? My water dispensing problems. Let's call it that. So I had a look around as I always do, and I came up with a quite interesting solution, which absolutely does the job for me, and it may well do the job for you. So let me put this away, and I'll pull over the actual gadget which I'm talking about. Now, what it is this guy. Basically, it's a mouthwash dispenser. I was looking around on good old Amazon and a few other places, and I came across this thing, and I wondered if I could use this as a sort of automatic water dispenser. The whole idea is you take the bottom off, put some water in. That's my usual deionized water. That locks back into place. It is supposed to go on a wall. There is a bracket there, but I just have this sort of sat in the corner like that, because what the whole concept was. I fill this up. I'll put this in a corner, and I'll show you how it works in a second. And I can just reach over and get a measured amount of water, depending on how much I wanted to at the time, because I was having issues with a huge bottle trying to decant small amounts. I could use my pipette, of course, but that's too small. The amounts are really designed for paint and other materials, not for water. This guy has been absolutely fantastic, really has. The whole idea is you charge it. Let me just take these off the top. You charge it through there. That's a USB-C socket, so I'm pretty confident you've all got USB-C devices around. So that's how the guy charges. And the whole idea is it sits there with its cups, obviously for mouthwash, because it's supposed to be for mouthwash, not for water for bottle makers. And you also have an option to dispense 30, 20, or 10 millilitres of water. So you switch it on, and you get let me take these off again so I can just show you the top, and you get a little blue light. You might not be able to see. There you go. That little blue light comes on depending on what you dispensed the last time. So if I do that and then touch this guy, it goes to 20 millilitres and then goes to 30 millilitres, and there's a little charging light on the bottom. When you plug it in, the little charging light comes on. So if I switch this on, let me put my little cups back in. You put this on. So for instance, I'll switch it on and I want 10 millilitres of water. You grab a cup, and it dispenses exactly 10 millilitres of water. If that's all I need to wash a brush or to make some interesting mixtures for my dioramas, that's absolutely perfect for that. So what if I wanted a little bit more? So I'll switch it on. Let's go for the whole one. So a 30 millilitre. So again, and that's exactly 30 millilitres of 30 millilitres of water. Let me just put this back in so I can show you exactly how this works in action. You might have just noticed that when I put that onto the base there, it kind of moved, yeah, and it works with a magnet. It's got a magnet on the bottom, so you choose and you switch it on. Say 10 millilitres, for instance. There's a magnet. There's a sensor in the bottom there. It senses the cup, it moves the cup, so it'll always dispense it into the actual little cup itself, the actual receptacle. You haven't got to worry about where you actually put that. The magnet will, so if you can see that, it sort of moves like that, which I really like because I'm so clumsy, as I said earlier, that even if I put it there and I switch this guy on, it won't actually dispense, until it's in the right place. So either you have to move it into the right place, or if it's not quite there, it'll kind of snap it into place with the magnets. So again, let me put this back in and reassemble the guy. And so that sits in just off the back of the camera, which you're watching at the moment, in a corner, and I can literally just switch it on. 20 milliliters, and then I can carry on with my model making or whatever I'm doing at the time. Fantastic piece of kit, I thought. Why didn't I think of that before? A mouthwash dispensing device. It works absolutely fantastically. I really like the magnetism that it uses to start the device. It's chargeable. I'm going to worry about batteries. Charge the thing up with USB-C. Also, it's not a weird connection either. I think USB-C is pretty universal now, since a certain company with A had to move their phones to USB-C. I think we're all going to have one of those. But fantastically useful. So that's the water dispensing gadget, which I sort of came across a few weeks ago. I've sort of tested it. It's been in my workflow for probably maybe a month or so, and it's been fantastically useful. I must admit, it sits, as I say, it sits in a corner, and I just fill this up with my deionized water when I need to, and I don't have to worry about flooding my bench or just decanting too much and all the rest of it. It's been an absolute godsend. So that is the water dispensing gadget, which you can find on good old Amazon. That's where I found this one. I think there are several of these around, but I quite like this design, and I quite liked the fact that the colour scale, like black, because it goes with the rest of my sort of decor in here, if you like. So it sort of fits into my workspace beautifully. So that's how it would sit on your bench. You might want to check that out if you're having issues dispensing water, or you want a more elegant solution instead of having to go and refill every single time with a large bottle, and the issues with accuracy, which obviously you'll hear that word a lot across this channel. But again, do check it out. As I said, there are several available of this, but I quite like this one, and it's been fantastically useful over the last few weeks. So as always, any questions, any queries, do get back to me. Keep on modelling.